Hi guys, this is Jessica Garza with Limelight by Alcone. I am going to be doing a dewy look today, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to achieve a dewy look with our botanical foundation, which I'm so head over heels. So this is my botanical foundation. I'm going to go ahead and spray my primer, and it's a spray primer. It's just like a mist, and it's not damaging to your skin. You just spray it, you let it dry, and what it's meant to do is it's meant to create a flat, smooth canvas on your skin, so it makes it easier for your makeup to apply, and it also bulletproofs your makeup with our finishing spray, of course. And then, now that I've already applied it, I'm just going to go ahead and let it dry. It's already dry. So now I'm going to grab my foundation palette right here. I have two concealers and I have my botanical foundation. Why do I have that? It's because this is the one I use all the time. And this concealer down here is concealer number 2, which I use that, I guess, just on a regular basis. And concealer 0 is something that I use to brighten in order like to highlight, to look more awake. It's actually my favorite. So what we're gonna go ahead and start doing is I'm gonna go ahead and work on all my little imperfections that I have. They're disgusting, but we all have them, so nobody's perfect, right? And I'm gonna use the tip of my blender full, and I'm going to go in with concealer number 2. And I'm just going to dab all the little imperfections, just like this. I have a crazy breakout right under here. Oh my god, it's like so agitating. I can't stand it. And I know it's just one, but it's like one of those that is under your skin and they just hurt. Yeah, it's one of those annoying ones. So I'm just doing like slow dabbing motions on my skin. I'm not smudging the product. You're just applying with small little dabs. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in on the side of my nose because I do have some redness. So this is what you would call spot treatment. And I'm just dabbing with the pointy part of my blender full. You guys can see that. And now I'm going to go ahead and start the dewy part, which is my favorite. It's so my favorite because it's so hot over here in South Texas. I'm in San Antonio and the heat is insane, but the dewy look, it just looks kind of like normal and like natural, and it's also moisturizing to your skin, so it's not going to dry your skin. Even though it's hot and you're sweating, you still get dry. And with the dewy look, it's very moisturizing to your skin and it's so refreshing. So this is my must do oil. It's an essential oil. It's mainly used to replenish dead skin cells. It's for like exfoliation. After exfoliating, you apply it. But it's also meant to make your botanical foundation into a liquid foundation. So let me show you guys how I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the bottom of a brush right here. Not this one. Let me find another one. One that's pointy. This one right here. And I'm just going to grab some, just this small amount, and I'm going to place it on my hand right here. This is basically going to be what I use as my palette. And then I'm going to just add 1 squirt of our must-do oil. 1 small drop. So there you go. And now I'm going to use my finger just to mix it. And you guys can see it's already forming into a liquid foundation. You see that? And now I'm just going to use my finger just to kind of like draw little lines. Just spread it out all over my face so I get an even coverage. I don't want it to be spotty, you know, patchy, anything like that. So now I'm just going to start with the flat part of my blenderful, which is already damped, and I'm just going to dab and just dab. You don't want to smudge because you don't want to mess up with the spot treatment. So I'm just dabbing and just dabbing. And also the essential oil that I applied, which is our must do, it's also going to, that's the main ingredient that's going to allow my makeup to be a dewy foundation. So I'm just dabbing it, just dab, dab, dab. Now, sometimes I do like to do my eyeshadow first, especially if I'm gonna do like a smoky eye look, because I don't want it to be all on my makeup and then you mess up. And I know that's happened to several people. But for some reason, I just started the opposite today, and I think it's because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking my daughter's asleep. I better hurry up. So I still have some on my hand, and I'm just gonna grab it with the flat part, and I'm just dabbing, and you guys can see it's going away slowly. So just dabbing. So now I have like a very nice, smooth, clear face, right, to work with. My eyes, though, of course, you know, I have dark little veins right here. I have dark circles. I have a lot going on right there. But it's all right. I'm going to go ahead and fix it. But first, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get into priming my eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the eyeshadow part. All right, before I finish everything up. So I'm going to use my concealer to prime my eyes. And I'm going to be using concealer number 2 because it's not so dark. So I'm just going to dab it right on my lid, just like this. And you're just dabbing it. That's all you're doing. Just making sure that it's blended out nice. And I probably still have some excess, so I'm not going to dip into it. And I'm just dabbing it all over, just like that. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my translucent powder, if I can find it, to set. There we go. This is our translucent powder. It looks white, but it's not, okay? So don't let it scare you. And I'm just going to use this blending brush right here, and I'm just going to dab it just like this, and I'm just setting my concealer because I just made it into a primer. Our concealer is waterproof, so it works really well for summer when it's hot, swimming and all that good stuff, and it's excellent to cover any veins. If you guys just hopped on, you will be able to see that I had a lot of stuff going on. So everything's primed, nice and smooth, just like that. And now that I've already set it, the eye portion of it, let's go ahead and start with the smoky look for the eyeshadow, okay? So what I'm gonna do for that is, where are you guys? I'm going to use brown shades. I'm not gonna use anything so dramatic like black, just brown light eyeshadows. Just trying to find them because I know I have them in here. My daughter's got into my desk yesterday. So let's find them. They have to be somewhere over here. Okay, this is not them, but those colors are gorgeous as well. Okay, where are you guys? Oh my goodness, I just can't find them. Okay, hold on. Here is my foundation, correct? Oh, wait a minute. Found them, guys. They were right in front of my nose. Wow. Seriously, airhead moment right there. And then this one right here, oh my God, it cracked. My daughter just dropped it yesterday. Anyways, well, I'm gonna be using this color right here. It's called Toupe, so it's like a little brown. And then I'm going to be using Cream Boat right here, just to, I guess, create kind of like a transitioning color. And I'm gonna be using the same brush. So I'm just applying it all over the lid, just like this. Just like this, back and forth motions, under the brow bone. Same thing on this side. Just making it even, just like that. All right, and now we're gonna go in with, where are you? This little brush right here. It's kind of like a little oval shape to it, pointy right here. And I'm going to be using this basically to do the whole shebang of the smoky look, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this color right here that is cracked. And I'm going to apply it right where the crease is at, your natural crease. And I'm just going to start just dabbing it in there. Just like that. A little bit over the crease because I've said this before, I have hooded eyes, so I need to show my colors a little bit higher. And inside the crease, you just brush it in there, your natural crease. Okay, it looks funny right now, but I promise you it's going to make sense. I need to blend and do all that stuff. Same thing on this side. Dab it into the crease, go a little bit over so you can see the color. It's like so hard for me to find a spot to actually look at. I have like 3 mirrors right here. And just going into the crease, spreading out the product. And I'm gonna go over just to blend out over, just to get rid of, you know, the vision that I have hoodie eyes, okay? So it looks funny, I look kind of like a raccoon right now, but I promise it's going to make sense. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend, and I'm going to use this little brown right here that we have. It's such a gorgeous color. If you guys want the name, I'll go ahead and post it at the bottom because I don't know the name to it. So let me use a mirror up close so I can actually see better. And I'm just going to blend it right here at the bottom. Just like this. Get some more. Blend it over here at the bottom. Same thing. You're just like brushing it, but you're also blending the colors in together. And then you need to start blending this area right here just to get rid of any harsh lines that you have created. Do the same thing over here. Just like this. Get some more. This eye looks like it's needing a little bit more. And the reason why I'm picking these neutral brown tones is because it's, you know, it's summer. It's what's in right now. It's the dewy look with a little bit of the smoky look, but it's a very toned down smoky look. It's not that, you know, going out dark, bold smoky look. It's a toned down one. So I'm just going to keep applying and blending. Just like this. Same thing over here. applying and blending. And then I'm gonna go back over here and just blend it all out, all of it. Just like this. If this side looks lighter, I promise you it's because I have a huge window, so the lighting looks a little bit off. Just like that, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush right here. Where are you? I just had you. And it has like a little tilt to it right here. And I'm going to use a little bit of a darker tone. Even though I said I wasn't going to do that, I'm going to, just to make it look a little bit better, which is my favorite shadow. It's called Antique Bar, which is gorgeous. It's like a copper. Look at that. It's beautiful. Love, 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 love this color. So I'm just going to dab my brush into it. And sorry about that. I got a phone call. And then I'm going to just go right on my outer V of my eye, okay? And I'm just dabbing it because I don't want to make it so dark. I don't want to make it dark. Sorry, my husband keeps calling. That's horrible. Okay, so I'm dabbing it and I'm just adding a little bit, making it my tone a little bit darker, okay? I'm almost done, baby. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the second eye. Just dabbing it. Just like this. I'm almost done. Yes, baby, you have that costume. So I'm applying this right on the outer V of the eye, okay? Just to darken it up a little bit. Like I said, nothing drastic. Okay? Okay, so now that I have that down, let's go ahead and go into the concealer. Actually, no, eyebrows. Hello. Eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I like to use a small brush, you know, like the ones that have that little slanted tilt, but my daughter's got into my stuff, so I can't find it. But here we go. I just found just any little brush, and that's gonna work. And for my eyebrows, I never do anything, you know, like drastic. You know, there's like amazing girls that can do amazing things with their brows. Like, I don't do any of that. I just fill in the little gaps that I have. Just like this. You guys can see the different gaps, no gaps. And I'm using the darkest brown shadow that I have. Just like this. And just brushing it in, going in with the direction of your hair. You don't want to go the opposite direction because then it's going to look cray-cray. Okay, so they're not going to be perfectly even because I don't know if you guys have heard this. Your eyebrows are not twins. They're sisters, which means they're on you, they're related, but they're not the same. All right? Just so you guys know that. Okay, so now that I've already done that part, let's go in with the concealer part. Woo! So I'm going to be using the tip of my Blenderful again, and I'm going to go in with 0 because it's my favorite concealer. I love it so much. And I'm just going to dab it. Just dab, dab, dab. Bringing it out to give your cheekbone a highlight. And just keep dabbing. Just like this. And do the same thing with the other eye. dab. Now, normally, if you do happen to crease underneath your eye, I recommend a setting powder. But I don't just recommend just any setting powder, because I've tried several and I can tell you that they all feel different. Some of them make you feel so cakey and they accentuate all your fine lines and wrinkles, which that's what happens to me. So Dewy works best on my type of skin. And the translucent powder that I use is the one from Limelight. And I barely started using it. I was giving up on all translucent powders, but I was like, you know what, let me just get it, because one of my customers said it's totally different. It's not like anything you're gonna try. So I'm just doing this just to clean it up, just like this, like cleans it up, and then I'm going to blend it so it doesn't look just so, you know, like a fine, crazy line right there. And then I'm gonna go in with my pinky right here, and I'm just going to get in these areas right here that I did not get into because I don't want to tamper with my eyeshadow that I've already applied. I mean, look at that. You can already see the big difference, like how my concealer works so well. So well. It gives you excellent coverage. And it's only like 24 bucks. Just so you guys know, it's not expensive and it will last you. I've had this concealer, both of these right here. Not this one. This one I actually got it like a week ago. But both of these concealers, I've had them for about, well, since I started, which was like in January. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just applying like in the middle of the forehead and down the bridge of my nose, just like this, just to give it a little bit of more of a highlight. Now I'm gonna go in with the flat surface just to blend out any kind of harsh lines that I created when I was cleaning up. Just like that, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and start with the smoky part. I'm gonna use the same shade, the same shadow that the same brush. So I'm just gonna clean it up. This is what I use for my eyebrows right now because I couldn't find my eyebrow brush. And I'm going to go in with my favorite shade, which is the Antique Bar. And I'm just dabbing it. And I'm going to just apply it like this. But I'm bringing it in from the eyeshadow that I have on the top, okay? You want to make it kind of thick. Just like this. I'm just blending it out because I'm trying to smoke it out, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the other eye. So you're going to bring it down just like this, and you're just gonna go all the way from the bottom to the top. And you do want to make it thicker, so you just work with it. You know, it's not like, you can't mess up. Whenever you do a smoky eye look, you always have to start light, because you don't want to apply too much and then you have to take some off, and that's where it gets pretty messy. I kind of do like a little bit of squinting so I can pop out the bottom of my lids. Okay, now I'm going to use the blending brush, this one right here, and I'm just going to buff out any harsh lines that I created right now. Just like that. Buff them out lightly, okay? And now I'm gonna go back in just to add a little bit more right here. Okay, I think that's good enough. And lastly, well, not lastly because I have other little steps to work on, I'm going to apply, if I can find it, I found it right away, my eyeliner. Okay, I'm not gonna put a lot. Not going to create any kind of wing because we're just doing a dewy, smoky, natural look. So I'm going to apply it right on my lash line. This tip is so fine. I mean, you can really write with it. You guys see that? It's a pretty heart. And it's the best eyeliner to create crazy wings. Like, I've seen some of the girls on our team and the wings are just immaculate. They're beautiful. So I'm just applying it just right on, directly close to the lash line, okay? Just to give it a little bit of a darkness, like right there. Hey, where are you going? You're gonna go get what? Okay, be quiet. Your sissy's asleep. Oh my God, I better hurry before she wakes up. Okay, and I'm doing the same thing to this side. Sorry for the awkward silence. Just don't want to mess it up. Okay, so there you go. I just did eyeliner on the top, very light. And now I'm going to go in with our mascara. I have two of them currently, but one is older than the other. This one's the newest one. Okay, this is our One Step Fiber mascara. Is this one the newest one? Hold that thought. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's the newest one. Okay, let me open up my mirror again, and I'm going to spray my lash curler with my primer because it works as a spray and it lifts up my lashes because I have no lashes. Look at that. They're so little. I think a baby has more lashes than I do. So I just sprayed it, just air it just a little bit, and then there we go. I'm gonna go in, just press, keep it on. A lot of people do this little motion, but honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. Keep it up there, for long enough. You're not gonna get curly eyelashes with just a second. So just keep it there, close your eye a little bit. You guys can see it's a little bit higher. I mean, they're still gone, but that's my little trick. So just keep doing this. Oh my God, my daughter's over there with their baby. No, don't wake her up. This is the only time I get to do this. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and go in with the mascara. And I'm going to start from the root to the top just to give my lashes a boost, okay? But also spinning in like this. Seven, come over here. I don't want her to wake up her sister, guys. Because then this is game over. Okay? I have not dipped my brush in whatsoever, okay? And so sorry, my husband keeps calling me and I know I should answer because he's gonna get so upset, but he never calls me at this time, so I can't answer right now. All right, so while this side, hey, come here, where are you going? Oh my God. While this side dries, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the other eye. same thing from the root all the way to the top. Can you stop sending me to voicemails, please? I need to talk. Sorry, guys. Okay. I need to hurry because he needs me to answer the phone. Alright, so I'm just starting from the root all the way to the top just to lift them. And I'm doing this motion right here, this turning motion. Annoying. Oh my god. He keeps calling. Why doesn't he get it? Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the other eye, alright? And to give it length, I'm going to work on the tips. Up and down and up. Up and down and up. Up and down and up. And don't mind my mess because I always make a mess with my mascara. But I'll clean it up right now. It's like so easy to clean with this mascara. Same thing. Up and down and up and down and up. You guys can see, ooh, a little bit better. And now I'm going to apply it to the bottom lashes. I'm gonna make it a little bit messy, just like that, a little bit messy. Okay, and then I'm going to bronze, and then I'm going to add my essential oil again. Let me just clean this up. Little messes that I made. There we go. Okay, so where's my blushes? I just had them. I know I did. Oh, here they are. So here is my 6 well palette of shades, and I'm going to use my bronzer. I'm going to use this little round brush right here, and I'm just going to start from the hairline down in circular motions like this. Add more and just keep doing the same thing. Circular motions going up and down, up and down. Just as so. You guys can see that. Big difference. Add more. Just like this. Circular motions from the hairline down. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side. Starting from the hairline down. Circular motions. All you're doing is you're blending it all the way. You're kind of doing like a contour, but you're not doing any kind of harsh lines. You're just giving yourself like a bronzy effect, because with the Dewy look, it's a bronzy effect look. Okay? So now that I have that done, I'm going to, I can't stand this lighting, guys. This side looks way lighter because the window's right here. Okay. Just right here like this, all right? And then, 7, don't wake up your sissy. I'm going to start from the forehead, just in circular motions. And the reason why I'm using this brush is because it's like a little bit fluffy, but it's also a little bit dense. And it just blends well. It's not leaving any kind of weird, uneven, or harsh lines to where you can see like the exact line where you contoured. Alright, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit pressed. Just a little bit. And I'm going to do the sides of my nose. More on this side. All right, and then I'm going to apply a lot more just to make it like my main blush, I guess I would say. All right, so that now that I'm already all bronzed up, let's go ahead and go in with the Dewy look again. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna get your must do oil, right? And I'm going to use the bottom, and I'm just going to dab it all over the bottom. That's it. And then you will see more of the shine. You see that? Compared to this side, this is more matted out. So I'm going to apply it right where you would highlight, where you would use your highlighter. Just in dabby motions like that. And then right here, on the bridge of my nose, middle of the forehead. So that's my dewy look. And now I'm going to make a lip color. We do have a nude lip. I don't know, maybe I should do the nude lip. Let's try that. Where are my lippies? Okay, here they are. So here is our Wish Enduring, no, it's not Enduring, Bejeweled lip gloss, okay? And it's a beautiful, beautiful pink, but it's a very pale pink. So I'm just going to dab it first like that, and then use my finger, because I don't want it to be so vibrant. So just dab. And there you have it, guys. That is it. That is my dewy look. It's a natural brown smoky eye look. I've already finished it. You can add highlight if you want. We do carry a very subtle highlight, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to show you guys really quick what it's going to look like when you apply it. It's extremely subtle. So you really can't, yeah, you can see it a little bit. You see that? It's right there. It's a very subtle highlight. It's not something that's going to blind you. And this just makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's about it. I finished it. Let's go ahead and add our setting spray, which is called 10 Years Younger Makeup Finishing Spray. 16 hours. Right on time, I hear the baby. Spray it, let it dry, and that's it. This is gonna stay on all day with this Texas sweat, guarantee. You guys have a wonderful day. If you guys have any questions, ask them and I'll answer them. Bye, guys.